Before we explore today's term, there is something you must understand. Language is not merely a way to communicate. It is a way to perceive. Most people move through the world surrounded by forces they cannot name. And what cannot be clearly named is rarely ever clearly understood. The magician seeks something different. He seeks precision. Every authentic tradition has developed its own language because words are tools that organize consciousness. A single, well-defined term can reveal an entire philosophy. It can connect ideas that previously seemed unrelated. It can transform confusion into clarity. When you understand a concept deeply enough to define it in your own mind, something remarkable happens. It ceases to be foreign. It becomes part of the landscape of your own consciousness. You're no longer standing outside the subject. You're now standing within it. And that is why, in this series, we will not merely memorize definitions. We will uncover where these words come from. We will explore their roots, their history, and the ideas they were originally meant to convey. Because every word carries a lineage. Its etymology is often the first key that unlocks its deeper meaning and power. As your vocabulary expands, so does your ability to think with precision. And as your thinking becomes more precise, your practice becomes more deliberate. And as your practice becomes more deliberate, what once appeared mysterious gradually becomes intelligible. And this is how mastery begins. One word, one concept, one clear understanding at a time. Welcome to the Magick Lexicon. Most people hear the word alchemy and immediately think of one thing: turning lead into gold. It is one of the most enduring images in Western esotericism, and it is also one of the most misunderstood. To understand alchemy, we must begin where we always begin, in the Magick Lexicon, with the word itself. The word alchemy entered Europe through the Arabic alchemia. The prefix al simply means the, and the deep origins of chemia are debated, with many scholars tracing it to the Greek chemia, a term associated with the art of working with metals and transformative processes. Notice the recurring idea: transformation. Not wealth, transformation. This distinction changes everything. The medieval alchemist did not merely study substances, he studied processes. He observed how one thing became another. A solid became liquid. A seed became a tree. Ore became metal. Fire changed everything it touched. Nature itself was constantly engaged in transformation. The alchemist sought to understand those principles and, in many traditions, to participate in them. This is why alchemy became more than chemistry. It became a philosophy, a way of seeing the world. Over time, many alchemical writers began using the transformation of metals as a symbolic language for the transformation of the human being. Lead in this worldview represented heaviness, ignorance, confusion, habit. Gold represented clarity, wisdom, balance, mastery. The important point is not whether lead can become actual gold. The important point is whether you can. Can fear become courage? Can sloppiness become discipline? Can ignorance become understanding? Can disorder become discipline and order? Can weakness become strength? These are all alchemical questions because every day presents opportunities for this kind of work, for transformation through discipline. Every difficult conversation, every temptation to act from anger rather than wisdom, every challenge that asks you to become more than you were yesterday. See, alchemy teaches that nothing is wasted. Even failure becomes material for transformation. The furnace that melts metal also reveals its impurities. And life does the same. Pressure exposes what comfort conceals. Many traditions speak of three symbolic principles. Sulfur represents energy, passion, and will. Mercury represents adaptability, intelligence, and movement. Salt represents stability, structure, and manifestation. Whether understood literally, symbolically, or philosophically, these principles remind us that lasting transformation requires more than enthusiasm alone. Will without wisdom becomes recklessness. Change without structure becomes chaos. Structure without vitality becomes stagnation. True transformation requires balance. And this is why the alchemists wrote in symbols. Not merely to hide their knowledge, but because symbols can express relationships that ordinary language often cannot. A single image can contain an entire philosophy, an entire universe. A dragon devouring its own tail. A king and queen united. A black raven. The white swan. The red phoenix. Each represents a stage in an ongoing process of change and evolution. The alchemist understands something very, very important that modern culture often forgets. Transformation is rarely instantaneous, it is gradual. And layer by layer, habit by habit, choice by choice. Every deliberate improvement is an act of alchemy. Every limitation, honestly confronted, is placed into the fire. And every virtue consciously cultivated is refined from the raw material of experience. So when you encounter the word alchemy, do not think first of laboratories. Think of transformation. Do not think first of gold. Think of becoming, refinement. Because the greatest work of the alchemist has never been the perfection of metal. It has always been the refinement of the one standing before the furnace. And that is the deeper meaning of alchemy. And that is why it remains one of the foundational ideas Western esoteric tradition.